On Small Cap Hour today, we're talking to Frank Basa, the President and CEO of Granada Gold Mine. Frank, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you very much for welcoming me here.
Introduce us to Granada Gold Mine and your key marquee project.
Well, the Granada Gold Mine is actually located on the Cadillac Trend, and of course everybody knows anything on the Cadillac Trend has a tendency of developing multi-million ounce deposits. So we did a fair amount of drilling. We did about 120,000 meters of drilling. We did come up with a resource. Originally we had about 2.6 million ounces in all three categories, open pittable. So what we've done is we actually created a constraint resource, and so we have about 800,000 ounces. We're doing a feasibility study on that. So we're looking at going from 80 to 100,000 ounces a year within 3 years' time. In addition to that, we're looking at doing what we call a rolling start, which would be about 25,000 ounces a year for the first 3 years. And we're looking at custom milling the rock actually at Granada Cobalt Works. We also have about $21 million drill program, and basically what we want to do is increase our resource with underground, and we're trying to add about 10 to 15 million tons grading 4 to 6 grams a ton gold underground.
Just for our viewers, to put this into context, how important is this location? You said earlier that this is one of the best addresses to be in.
Yeah, it's the best location. If you look at the Cadillac Trend, anywhere on the Cadillac Trend, anybody who has a mine, it's always been a few multi-million ounce deposit. It's one of the best addresses. It goes through, starts in Quebec, goes through Ontario, ends up in northern Manitoba.
You've been emphasizing that you're going to focus on a rolling start plan. What is that about?
The rolling start actually, it's about 25,000 ounces a year for the first 3 years. The reason we're doing this is because we have a very large native gold component. It's about 42 to 70%. And the only way we can qualify or quantify the grade is by doing a very large bulk sample. The actual bulk sample is actually 9 million tons. We're looking at processing 2 million tons of that over 3 years, and that'll give us a better handle on the grade of the deposit.
What are the key catalysts that will bring long-term growth at Granada?
I think increasing our resource underground, I think that'd be quite significant because it is fairly high grade underground. And the other thing we're looking at is trying to go into production, first at 25,000 ounces a year, and then next within 3 years' time, 80 to 100,000 ounces a year.
You've also announced a big news development today. Could you share that, please?
Yeah, we just put a news release out today. We're drilling what we call the Genesis target. It's something we drilled in the second quarter of last year. We got some very high grade numbers, so we decided let's start drilling that. It's part of a 2-year program.
All right. And where do you go from here? What next for Granada?
Well, a lot of exploration is basically a 2-year program. The exploration program, we're ready. We have all our permits in order. We're basically shovel ready. If somebody can mill our rock for us for the next 3 years, we'd be happy to ship it to them. But since that might not happen, we decided to mill our rock at our sister company called Granada Cobalt Works.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time, Frank.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.